up here. It's preparing to stream, so we'll wait till we see everybody and that we're officially live. But I'm so excited about telling your story. So powerful. Here we are. Now we're streaming on Facebook. Hi, Colette.
Hi, Alice.
Welcome. Hi, my name is Alice Emerson, and I am here with Colette Martin. And Colette, you're an amazing person. We've been friends and together in a couple business ventures for a few years now. But what really bonded us was a story, a very big story. But I'm going to tell you what drew a lot of attention recently was a picture of your 80 pounds that you lost over the last year. You were very persistent. And I'm very excited about that loss for you. You're glowing. So we're here to be able to tell your story. And not only what you went in, your physical, your external change, but you've had some physical, your internal change has been even greater than the external. I wish people could know how big of a change that is. And that's why we're doing this interview, because what we do for ourselves internally, mind, body, and soul, right? Because everybody knows, if they don't, I'm also the Holistic Chamber of Commerce president here in Charleston metro area. Colette is in Canada. So yeah, so Colette, go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about your story, because it's amazing. Yes, you lost 80 pounds and you look beautiful. But introduce a little bit more, because you're with the WhyCampaign up there. That's actually out of Australia, correct? Yeah. So I'm gonna stop talking and let you talk.
Okay. Hi everyone. I'm Colette Martin. I'm from New Brunswick, Canada, and I just want to tell you a bit about my story. Back in 1997, I was almost murdered, stabbed 37 times. My throat slit. I ran for my life and got away, and I was left for dead, but obviously I'm still here. And
yeah. God has a purpose for you, girl.
And I feel incredible right now. It's been a hard journey, 24 years of it. Thank God for everyone on my path. The universe has really aligned everything for me, and I've never been so ready to receive everything that I've been blessed with.
Yeah, you have been through so much. Now we're both sitting here smiling, which some people could be like, what, you were stabbed how many times and you sit here with a smile? But that smile was not always there. This has been a very, very difficult journey for you. She was stabbed by an ex. It was definitely domestic violence. So she's become a huge advocate against domestic violence. And she really shares a lot of things that, red flags, right? When you do a lot of talks, you talk about that and the red flags and the things that you went through. And not only there are producers that are wanting to tell your story as well. So I know you're a little limited about all the details that you can share. So, and it's also for time, because I really want to not focus so much on your past, even though that is what has helped you transform into this beautiful being that is helping so many people notice the red flags, trusting their gut. There's a reason why God gives us intuition, and it should not be ignored. So is there anything specific that sticks out that you wanted to share? Because I have to be honest, she and I did not script this interview. We just know that it was time for her to share her story and her transformation, because she is ready to step out after 24 years of a little bit of self guilt, blame, and other people even making you feel that way. So kind of tell me, a little bit about that, because it's huge that everything that you took on internally before you could actually get to the point 24 years later that you feel powerful enough that, okay, this is enough. My story needs to be told and people need to know these things. So anything that specifically stands out that you want to share? that you can
Well,
share?
mhm. Well, right after I was almost murdered, I was told by one of my doctors that um, he asked me what I did to deserve what I got. He told me things like these didn't happen to good girls,
Mm.
and told me that I had a beautiful face, but what a scar to have the rest of my life. So I carried that shame for the last 24 years until I decided I don't own it. um, Before my mother passed away last year, she told me to get rid of everything that hurts me. And then COVID hit, and I had all that time to do some soul searching and to try and figure out what she meant. And one day it just dawned on me that I needed to share my story. I knew it was my story to tell, and I was the only one that could tell it the way it happened. So I was going to do that and get back on my feet and be the strong person that I am and that I always was, but I had lost for so many years.
Yeah, I am so glad. And we talked a lot during COVID.
We did.
We're both, yeah, yeah. Well, we immediately can we go back, and I'm so proud of you, and I'm sorry for the loss of your mom, and I am so sorry for those words that were said to you.
That's okay.
People do not know how powerful their words are, how powerful they are, that they can either build somebody up or break them down. You carried that with you for over 20 years, a statement from a doctor. And I'm sure that's not the first time he's ever said something like that to somebody. So there are other wounded people out there. So I know you don't share his name, maybe someday, but yeah, we have to pray for people like that. But here you are, overcoming. And your mother would be very proud of you, I'm sure.
I could
Yeah,
feel.
because yeah. So, Colette, you had gained some weight. You had shared. You had like suffered with some tremors. There were a lot of physical things that were going on from things that were trapped internally in you. So, one of those things, Colette was on a journey with a hemp company that we were both part of, right, back in 2017 or so. And then we had met on one of those conventions.
Mhm.
And that was the beginning of a new beginning for you, wasn't it?
God, I'm so thankful for all that beautiful family. I'm so happy I met you.
hmm I'm so
Um,
glad we met. We've done a lot of talking, a lot of coaching, and working things through and keeping focused, on the healing rather than just on the hurt.
I I had suffered a lot of with tremors and stuff, and when I started taking that hemp oil, um, it went away. Like for me, it was incredible. I couldn't believe that, but I didn't have to tell nobody about it because they would see it. My head would shake so bad, and then all of a sudden it was gone. Like it's unbelievable to me. It was like a miracle. That's what it was. I just,
It
yeah,
was a miracle. And it's interesting. Hemp CBD oil is very common now, but back then it was, groundbreaking. It wasn't even, completely federally legal yet, right? In all states and in Canada. So, you were really taking a risk, but it was worth it.
it
Um,
was,
and now we can find it everywhere. I still use it daily. I still get my CBD in, and yeah, you can really find good hemp, but that's an endocannabinoid system that a lot of people have been training on. I know I have a member in my holistic chamber of commerce, Jennifer and Vanderhoff, and she does a great interview explaining the endocannabinoid system. And I'm very familiar with it as well. I'll be glad to explain, but it really did help your tremors, and it's been helpful for that. But when that happened, what did that do to your mindset? Like, did you start to feel like, wow, life can be different? Like, there's a reason why these things happen, right?
yeah. Yes, I did. Like I started thinking, oh my God, like I've been missing out on all of this. Like I didn't realize how like other people live their lives and stuff. And there was so much for me out there. Like that's when my healing journey began, like seeing all of you guys. And I wanted what you guys were doing, like what you guys had, because it felt so good, like just being there with all of you. And it just made me want to change my life and get better and do incredible things like all of you were doing.
That's amazing. You know, it's amazing in the health and wellness industry, and it's specifically, I know a lot of people will knock network marketing or multi-level marketing, however you want to do it, direct selling. But there's always that joint camaraderie, that like-mindedness, that, you know, purpose-driven life that we all have in the health and wellness industry. So when you surround yourself with people like that, it becomes contagious. It really does. You want what they have, because it's like, wait, how can they, you know, I know you celebrated your 50th birthday and now you're into 51 and that's when you made your post. Like, look at me, like feeling like the rest of your life is going to be the best of your life, right?
It is.
Like it's, you got this whole new lease on life.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, yeah. And so many things are happening for you. You're working with the domestic violence awareness.
Mm-hmm.
And I know October is usually the month that we recognize it here, but it's very common. But when you live in fight or flight and that kind of stress, it also ends up really affecting, besides for your parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system, that your parasympathetic, that fight or flight, it really, really affects your gut. So recently, I'd say last 6 months or so, you've really been working on your gut health as well.
Yes.
And tell me a little bit about that, because I'm so excited, because I know that, yeah.
Well, of course, you beings with the angel that you are, of course, started helping me and telling me about this great gut healing product that I started a few months back. And I had already started watching what I ate and stuff, because I wanted to feel good. And I knew that I had to take care of myself and start eating better and stuff. And I lost some weight, and then I started taking this product, which is Happiness Gut Connection, healing gut product. And it's incredible the changes it's made in my life. I know this might be funny for all of you, but I really love to sing, and I couldn't remember lyrics and stuff for years, and that really bothered me. And lately, the mental clarity and stuff has been unbelievable for me. I can even remember the lyrics of the songs and stuff. So you can be sure I'm singing every word to all those songs.
I can't wait. Remember, you can sing now if you'd like. Go ahead, belt out your favorite thing, you know. I'm so happy for you, because it's true. So you have to imagine the trauma that Colette went through. And then not only the physical trauma, 30 plus times, being chased down, almost to be slaughtered. Like that was your night. And that's basically how this was delivered. And then the physical healing, but hearing these things from the medical doctor and all of the healing that you had to go through, losing, you know, having the tremors, losing some memory, because that kind of trauma will do that to you. So a lot of this was, you know, not because you had a stroke or anything like that specific, it was all trauma based. And so by healing and being consistent, and you also ended up, you know, really having a strong desire for this.
Yes.
Because you started walking and eating well, but the gut, when you started really healing the gut, these things were like, wow, wait a minute, I can remember things. My skin looks fabulous. I have energy. So tell me about those changes that were like, aha.
The energy is unbelievable. Like I have people from my family coming here and saying, where did you get all this energy? And then I tell them about what I'm taking. And of course, all of them, they all started taking it too, because they see it, you know, like I'm not one to try and sell things to people, because first thing, like I don't want to push anything on anybody, but this is to help you to get better and to have a better life, to live longer and stuff. And they can see the difference in me. So of course they want to try it. So that's what's been happening.
I know. And I've witnessed it. Just, through our FaceTime calls. I haven't been to Canada yet, but the borders will be opening soon and we will get face to face again.
Yeah.
I promise. Yes. But it's been amazing to just, even in hearing your voice, the clarity, the way you're speaking, like you're not struggling for words. Things
No.
are coming very quickly to you, very clear minded. So a lot of people will see even my posts about this and about gut health and other people, and a lot of people just want to lose weight, right?
Yeah.
It's not That's not what we're talking about, even though you look fabulous and you have lost 80 pounds. That is a side benefit, but that's not what we're
Oh,
doing. You tell me, this is giving you your life back.
yeah. It's how I
And
feel
you
inside.
feel like it was God sent. Yeah.
Like I feel so good. Like I can, I glow. I've never felt like that since 1997. I've never felt like this before. It's amazing. And now I have so many good things happening in my life. Like I have a book on its way. I have a movie on its way.
Mhm.
Um, Things are changing. It's true what they say is when things change around you, like when things change inside you. I feel so good right now,
Mhm.
and I want to tell the world about it.
I know. And that's part of why we're here, is because you had been doing so many wonderful things. You give so much to your community and to the community to try to help others. You're really paying it forward.
I
And we kind of did have a little discussion about that, right?
have to say, like every morning I get up and I cry, but it's not because I'm sad. It's because I'm so thankful, and I thank God, and I thank my mom. I thank all my angels around me, and I thank you.
Yeah.
Everything is such a blessing, and my why campaign that I started with, it just happened. You don't tell me that that's just a coincidence. There's no coincidence in life. Like God's been fixing my road, like my path to get me to where I am today. And I'm so thankful. I'm sorry for the tears.
No, no, tears of gratitude. They're tears of joy. I mean, your life is changing and you're changing lives. You're helping so many other people.
That's my life's mission.
It, it makes me smile so much when we talk and I see each time that it's better and better and better. Like,
Yes, sometimes
all of our happy hormones are made, serotonin's made in the gut. But the gut brain axis, anybody can Google any of this, right? It's all true. And you're like a living proof of it. It's amazing.
Mhm.
I mean, so am I. I mean, when I started, I didn't think I could be a happier, more energetic person. And then boom, I'm like, what? Skin is great, clarity is spot on. And it's just really nice to focus on those things that are really, really important. And I really feel like my connection to our creator, to God above, is even better. I just feel like my spiritual life is even better. Do you have that feeling as well, like you're
I do. I
in
do.
touch?
I've never been so close to my spiritual stuff. Like, and I'm so thankful for everything.
Tears of joy, girl, tears of joy.
Tears of joy. Because I feel amazing. I've never felt like this in so long. I didn't even think this was possible.
Yeah, that's the amazing thing. Like, I really thought that I'm good. Like, I feel as good as you can get, but who knew you could do better? So tell me about some other things that you're doing, Colette. I mean, I know that the movie producers are contacting you. So life is now really starting for you. And I think that's amazing. So you got a long life ahead of you and lots of people to help.
Um,
And if anybody wants to find out about your Why campaign, it's whycampaign.com. They can see you there. They can follow you on Facebook, Instagram, and even LinkedIn. You've been really working hard. You really, during 2020 and the six or 7 months so far. I think it's been about 6 months you've been on the products. you've really been focused and really building this and being able to be very clear about listening to where you're supposed to go, like, and opportunities, blessings are just coming your way, which is just amazing. We've worked on mindset a bit too, being able to receive. Yeah, right. We talk about that a lot. When you're a giver, sometimes it's hard to receive the blessings that people want to bestow upon you. And yeah, that's been beautiful for you.
It has.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So you've been working out though. You walk every day. So tell us about what you're doing, because it isn't just the products. These things help you, internally. You're internally healing. You've worked with the mindset, you've worked with your heart, you know God is in it, you have an attitude of gratitude and you pray. But physically you're also doing other things. So I don't want anybody to think there's just like this magic pill that you can take, but these
Yeah.
things give you the energy, the clarity, and the desire
Yeah, that's
to
right.
get up and get moving. So yeah.
So
What are you doing?
I walk every day.
It's
And
30 degrees there, y'all. It's Canada. It's July 12th, and
mhm,
it's 30 degrees. I can't even imagine. But go ahead. I'm sorry for interrupting. Go ahead.
that's okay. So I walk every day, sometimes twice a day. I join the gym, so I go to the gym too. And I really watch what I eat now. Yeah, the swelling's all gone. I don't, I can sit at the table now. My feet don't get swollen. Like it's unbelievable. Like, oh, I feel incredible all the way around.
So that's another thing, and we didn't even mention that because I really wanted to be able to, share, um, your story, your campaign, and also, some of the things, all these external things that are blowing up for you also came internally, not just with the healing the endocannabinoid, feeding the endocannabinoid system, and taking care of the gut, the mindset, and you're doing the physical things as
Mhm.
well. Like, that's amazing. What came first, the chicken or the egg, is what we're wondering here. But for some people, you need to feel better before you start doing better. So it's almost like a little backdoor kind of way of, okay, just start somewhere.
Yeah.
And then you get up and you start doing the walking, the gym, and it's gradual.
Well, with me, it's like with my mom dying of pancreatic cancer. Um, I started, after she passed away, I started noticing things like the swelling, and my eyesight was going really blurry and stuff. And I thought it's either I take this and just lay down and die, or swim. And that's what I did. And I had to change a lot of stuff. Was a hard road for me, but I had no choice. It's either
Make a choice.
swim, and that's what I did. And I'm definitely swimming.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And sometimes it's very hard upstream, right? And other times not so hard. Now you have 2 kids, so you made a decision as well for yourself, but you really want to be around for your kids as well. So you chose to be healthy for them
I have 3 boys,
and
actually.
yourself. Great.
I have 3 boys. One that doesn't live with me. I have 2 that live here. And I had to, like, I want to live and take care of my kids. And my mom passing away at 69 from pancreatic cancer, and she was sick. Like the gut was so sick, it was unbelievable. And that's what happened. And if I didn't change the way I ate and what I put in my body, then I was gonna suffer the same death. So, and I want to be here for my kids. Losing my mom at 69 was too young for me to lose my mom. So I don't want to do that to my kids.
It broke my heart for you. I remember it well. So yeah, you're doing something in honor of her by caring for yourself.
Mhm.
And a lot of people just don't know really all the years, all the stresses, how it affects. That's why they say, when people get nervous or when they get like sad about something, you feel your emotions in your gut. So I know when I have my healing journey, I truly, truly, truly had to release trapped emotions from the internal self, and that takes a lot of work. But realizing it, first of all, is one thing, but this in, healing the gut is just amazing. Seal it, feeded the good, microbiomes, and then the inflammation and the aches and pains, especially with the happy humal, which if y'all don't know what that is, we can share any of that information with you. Contact me or contact Colette, especially in Canada, because all of this you'll see as me especially do #triad for another win for the triad. And that's what this is, yet another win for you, because I mean, it really was the missing link, because you have been through a lot over the last 24 years, yet since starting this, you've been really able to propel your life.
And not just like almost being murdered. Like I was in a big car accident. I hit a moose. I don't know if
A moose?
I hit a moose. It was like really, really big moose, probably like over 1,000 pounds. Almost 5 years ago. So I was in physiotherapy for over 4 years, and a lot of pain. Like at first I couldn't even walk, and then I have braces on because the moose came through the sunroof and hit me in the face with this hoof and broke this bone here. So shifted my jaw. So that's why I have these braces on. But I was in physiotherapy, and I stopped physiotherapy because they only let you have it for so long. And so the pain I was in, and I felt like I was all like stuck together, and I had to do something. I had to take my health in my hands and do it. And this has been such a bonus, like all these products and stuff. Like the swelling, I can't believe the swelling is all gone. And I've really had a problem with swelling, and it's gone. Like it's just,
wow. That's amazing. So now you're exercising, the pain is gone. I know that to some people, to say that products came into their life as a blessing, to some people, they may poo-poo that, but I honestly believe that, God delivers us doctors and, different things and supplements and things that our body is missing specific for us. And apparently we both had gut issues at different levels. And so where I may have received a more immediate results, you stayed with this and you continued your journey with the strong mind and strong heart that you had, and the belief that you deserved it, that you are worthy, that, all of this is true, and that God put you here for a purpose, and you were going to see that through. Yeah. And so I believe, and I know you've said that you felt like these were put into your life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So here you go, living your best life now.
That's right. That's what I'm going to do the rest of my life too. And I'll tell my story and share everything for the rest of my life. Like this is just the beginning.
This is just the beginning. And the work that you're doing is amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your story. And I know it's been a very limited story that you have. You can follow Colette and get, some more information there. But when I tell you what she's doing and sharing with domestic violence victims, and I love what you're doing even for the youth, being able to give even young teens, and this is huge for me, especially, with my coaching, is that, what is love, basically, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And to some people, it's disguised as, domestic violence. Mm-hmm. And they just don't know better. So you're on an education journey.
That's right. Yeah. I'm gonna share my story until I can't anymore. Like that's my mission now. Mm-hmm. And I want to help whoever I can, whoever wants to listen. And that's all I can do.
I appreciate you being here.
Started a support group here in Miramichi, just a few women, and they love sharing. And I'm very comfortable with doing that with them too. And I find it opens them up, and I find it heals them too. So it's really good.
And that's right there locally where you are. You started a support group there. So are you okay with people sending you messages, whether it's about the gut health products, about the support groups, about the WhyCampaign? I mean, there's a lot of information that we covered here, but you are just beginning your journey. over the last year, and you've been so busy with, speaking engagements and helping people, and now really being able to share, that
Yeah.
you have the energy to do all of this because you really started caring for your health,
Yeah.
so that you can continue this mission.
hmm In August, I've been with the Y campaign now probably since February. And so right away after I attended the first event, they sent me a message to see if I wanted to join as a volunteer. So I've been doing that and I just love it. And in August, I'll be a guest speaker with incredible panel of speakers. And then I was asked a while ago if I want to be an ambassador for the Y campaign. And then I think we will have the Y campaign Canada, and I'll be representing it here.
Oh,
So a
excellent.
lot
Yeah,
of
because WhyCampaign started in Australia, right? So you're getting worldwide recognition now and helping people worldwide. It's not
incredible.
really, yeah. I just want to be clear that you're a very humble person. You know, none of this is about you. And if you know Colette, you know that this is not about just her, but it like, oh, look at me, look at me. That's not what it's about. This is definitely about Colette. I mean, I know your heart. I want them to know your heart, that this is you not only getting to tell your story, but the reason for telling your story is to help other people heal and to prevent
Yeah.
domestic violence, to identify what it looks like, because sometimes it's kind of sneaky.
Oh, it is.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, we'll do more talks about that. But I appreciate you that you're doing things to help your health so that you continue your journey and helping so many other people. So reach out to Colette in Canada. Yeah. And, find out about local support groups, what the Y campaign can do for you. Get the gut health information from her because you can get these products in Canada now. So yeah, start healing Canada right along with it. And it really does help, the mental clarity, happiness level, the gut healing, so many different things you can share with whomever you want. Everybody needs this
Mhm.
that you can send to them. So
Yeah, I have no
love
problem.
you so much.
I love you too.
Tell me whatever you want to let everybody know before we go. I know August 25th, you're doing your Y campaign interview. What else do you need?
Uh,
26th?
yeah, August 26th, and it's Australian time, so it would be like 5 o'clock in the morning here in New Brunswick. Where you are would be 6 o'clock in the morning, but it's so worth it. The first time I attended an event, I got up at 2 a.m. to get ready for the 4 a.m. event, and you know what? It was worth every minute, and I would do it all over again. This is
Yeah.
a campaign.
Yeah. Well, I am so proud of you. Keep going. I mean, this is amazing, Colette, that you have the empowerment with Colette. And I'm so proud of you because all of the internal transformation that you've done is now showing it so brightly externally, and you're doing so many wonderful things, with your story of health and healing that is also helping others. You know,
It's my calling.
yes,
I,
it is.
it took me a long time to realize, but this is God had this plan for me, and this is it. And a lot of people never know what their mission is, and I just realized that this is it. So
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes a lot of people have this thing, and I've taken this mindset on that life is happening for us, not to us.
mhm.
And then I hear a lot of people will say, well, we don't have to get into this because I know our time is up, basically, because it's now after 6:30, 5:30 your time. But a lot of people say, oh, how could that even be allowed to happen to you? So but it's what we do with it that really matters.
Me, for a lot of years, I wondered why. Now I know it was a lesson, and I've learned, and now I can use it to raise awareness and help other people. And you know what? To get to this point of my life, I would do it all over again. I wouldn't change anything.
To be the person that you are today.
That's right.
You are one of the most loving people that I've met from the first time I met you. I mean, we were friends on Facebook, and then we got to meet in person, and it was an immediate connection, heart to heart, like soul to soul. I mean, we have a lot of, similarities as well, but this is your time right now to shine. And it really was immediate. We have this sisterhood, and we're in an environment where, a sisterhood, a brotherhood, like we all are, like-minded on a similar mission. So we're surrounded by what becomes additional family,
Yeah.
and support system. So we're here for you, not just me personally, but you have thousands of people that are, rooting for you, and yeah, that need to hear, hear what you have to share. So anyway, I want to talk to you again soon, specifically about domestic violence and awareness, and maybe some red flags to look out for. Do a quick little 15-minute thing to help people. As I'd really like to help the youth, because sometimes this is not something that's always taught.
No, know that when you grow up, because I was always taught that people are good, and you don't realize this, and we just look for love, that's all, and sometimes we're just blinded by it, I guess.
Yeah. So with all that, I am going to how do you say see you later or see you
What about
soon in French?
à la
C'est la
prochaine?
vie? No?
À la prochaine.
Well, I love you so much for sharing with us, and I'm so proud of you for your journey, and I'm going to continue. I mean, we're continuing to do this journey together. So we'll have updates later, but contact Colette for any information about the products, about her campaign, about the support groups that she has and that are going on there. And, eventually we'll be doing live wellness events as they allow it. So, we can talk about that whole mind, body, spirit connection as well.
Yeah.
The gut connection. And there is the group that she can invite you to also, right? With the happiness gut connection. That's what she speaks of often, because we have so many people with so many different testimonies, from mental health, physical health, joint pain, aches, specific itis type of diagnoses, that people are really getting success by healing. So congratulations, Colette, and we'll keep looking forward to all of the empowerment with Colette posts that you share.
Thank you. Love you, my friend.
Right, love you too. Bye, love.
Bye.
Thank you again. Appreciate you.
Thanks.